Barou? Barou? Where's Barou? I feel like he's gonna have a play in this. Hey everyone, I'm going to react to Blue Lock episode 21. I'm not there. Last episode, oh my goodness, so many things happened, but then like Nagi just like, duh, he was amazing. Like he was amazing last episode. So before we get into this episode, if you guys are my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please go to support me on Patreon at patreon.com/feelmini. And now let's start this episode. And here we go.
Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comments in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
I know, right?
そんな安い言葉で終わらせるところが凡人丸だし、そしてフィールドの戦況と選手の環境、あらゆる条件が最適に重なり合うとき、パフォーマンスは人知を超える。ナギ、ナイスゴール、やり合える。でもそれじゃ世界一のストライカーにはなれない。俺一人でリンに勝ちたい。
But he's also fired up though. Rin is also fired up. When Bachira said, I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. I love your judgment. Oh my gosh, Mimi. It's not. I was so used to I love your judgment. No, I love your judgment. Oh, I love it. Either way. I was just listening to this. While listening to this intro, I'm like, wait, that's an intro that I loved listening to. And I'm trying to remember which series it was. You see Bungo Stray Dogs? I need to go back and check. Oh, or is it this one? The first episode? No, the first episode. The first opening of Blue Lock. I know I loved pretty good. I don't know. I don't think that's what I'm talking about.
認識能力とナギのトラップ、お互いの能力が完全に噛み合えばリンにも勝てると証明された。
You can't just be Rin though. You have to, I don't know.
そしてこの一心一体を作り出せるのは俺の目と脳がリンと同じレベルまで進化してる証拠。どうじゃダメなんだ。読め、たどり着け。リンより先のフィールドの未来へ。こっからは俺がフィールドを支配する。勝ちたきゃ全力でついてこい。なんか怒ってる？
I need to look up Rin's voice actor. I feel like it's familiar to me. What the heck? Will you?
あれはバローの手前で時光の方へ戻るバックスピン。筋肉強え。ここでダイレクトパス。やばい、俺の読みよりワンテンポ速え。
Huh?
受けて立つ。エアテストトラップ。すげえじゃん。追いつくけど。お前に出すしかないだろう。糸シリン。ない。ゴール前2対2。シュートかドリブルかバチラへのパスか。飛び込むな。出すのは足だけ。フェイクだろ。同じ手は食わない。
It's gonna. Did you? Somehow I don't think so. Yep.
ここで俺っすか。読んでたんじゃなくて操られたね、みんな。 マジかよ。時光のフィジカルも口はみんな愛し凛のマリオネット。これが凛の本気。
At least he got serious. Open master style. Okay.
あいつの本気。敵味方関係なくフィールドのすべてを操るサッカー。はい、タッチ。あれ、ハイタッチは今までは自分一人の局面でしか使ってなかったのに、敵味方すべてを使ってフィールド全体を操りに来やがった。技術、戦術眼、身体能力、すべてを兼ね備えてるからこそできる技。ここまですげえのか、愛し凛。
The soundtrack, man, when it comes to Rain. Like last episode, when he took control of the ball, there was this soundtrack that played. Oh, yeah.
難易度2レベルだけど、俺たちの武器をマックスで掛け合わせればワンチャンぶち抜ける。ああ、それがダメならもう。
Oh, Barou not angry, yo.
がプレス、バチラがアンカー。どういう意図だ、わかんねえな。ここはお前の速さにかける。トップスピードのまま内を切り裂く。敵陣侵入。ナイスちぎり。フォーメーション崩れた。一気にぶっ壊せ。
Did you?
が出てきてんなら中は1枚少ない。それ、アギ目の覚めるスピンクロス。来る。密集する2対2。反応するバチラの中心の逆をついてここっしょ。内に刺すこのタイミングでクロスオーバー。完璧。
Somehow I knew he was gonna be there. I knew he was gonna be there. Barou? Barou? Where's Barou? I feel like he's gonna have a play in this. I knew it. Oh my god. He's been waiting patiently for empty stomach. Oh my goodness. What the heck? I know. Okay, now that makes sense. The feeling of the field. Nah, I don't understand that. Because the previous episode when he talked about being a feeling, I didn't get it. Oh my god, absurdly long. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. New calculations?
ちょっとやりにくいね、リンちゃん。もうインプットした。次はねえよ。バローというバグを使ってボールの持ち主を追い込んでくれ。オーケー、キリキリ前にしてやるよ。ってことは俺はあのオシャのわけね。
オシャ。
楽しもう。前に飛び込んでこない。抜かれるのを警戒してるって感じ。
Is it that?
もっとちぎり。リンちゃん、いい位置でボール待ってる。いや、その動きを潔がケアしてる。そうか、俺のドリブル VS ちぎりんのスピード勝負。やっぱ生えてらっしゃい、見てらっしゃい。どっちかな。半身抜けた。パス出せる。潔、リンちゃんとこにいたんじゃないの。よっしゃ、今だ。食えバロー。グチやられた。本命はバロー。チョップフェイント。これがイレギュラー。 バローの使い方。逃がすかい。リン。
He did make the calculation input. He inputted the new data.
リンも一歩間違ったらゴールを奪われるギリギリの読み合いだった。バローというリンにとって読めない存在を、バローとフィールドを制した方がこの試合に勝つ。今怪物が2人いる。
And you're excited?
やりたかったサッカーが今。
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
怪物たちとサッカーができる。あれ、
No, no, I don't want him to be left behind.
せっかく一人じゃなくなったのに。
No.
二人の世界に俺がいない。
No.
ところでサッカーすんの。
I don't like it.
俺にとってお前らは怪物なのに。
Okay, you become a monster too.
俺をされてたのは俺の方。
He's about to evolve. Bachira is gonna evolve. I don't want him to be left behind. No.
しぎり、ごめん。本当はあのままお前にパスの計算だった。
No, he's like,
大丈夫か。
no.
膝が。いや、ただのスタミナ不足だ。おたらお前も死ぬまで走れよ。言われなくても覚悟はできてる。つか、ちぎりだけじゃない。俺も含めて全員スタミナの消耗が激しい。マックスのパフォー。
What score are they on? Is it 4-4 or 3-3?
この変化をキャッチした方がこの終盤戦を制す。戻すよ、リンク。アイソ、二人に押し上げられてる。今までにないパターン。この中央突破を作り出してんのはあのフィジカルモンスターのノーリミットのスタミナだ。させるか。ちょま。
Guys, be careful. We don't want another yellow.
くそ、今の時光とリンの化学反応は俺がリンより先にキャッチできてれば防げたかもしれないプレー。もう壁2枚な。直接狙ってくるか、それともパスか。リンにとってはその2択。俺の頭の上ドンピに落ちる縦回転。
It makes sense. The guy's
ずれた分析だな。俺のゴール一択が答えだ。リンもイサギも自分のゴールのために自分のエゴを貫いてサッカーしてる顔してる。本当の怪物を探すため。友達が欲しかったから。ダメだ。俺のエゴはなんだ。
Oh man, Nico.
使える人間、使える人間。お、めっちゃバカの人だ。
Super fast, super dumb.
とりあえずナギとレオ。
They already left, bruh.
でも、じゃあ僕と組みませんか。
And who's gonna be the third?
そのコミットにどんなメソッドが。
Merits,
それだ。
bruh.
自分失敗とかあんまりしないんだ。バカがバレない。かっこ
Oh
いい。
my god.
本当にバカなんだこの人。
Yes, he is.
で、あと一人
Uh-huh.
は何する？
Who's the third?
もう一人は。
Okay, so they didn't actually tell us who it was gonna be. Huh. I wonder who. Numbness like a ginger. You know, I was just thinking, the last we saw, like here, we don't know who the third member is, right? Between, when it comes to Nico is something to, and then I'm remembering, I'm not forgetting the names. Kunigami and Rayo, you know, there are two left over there. And then you have these two left over here. I don't know who the third member is gonna be, but maybe they will face each other. And then someone's gonna lose over here, and then they're gonna join up with Reo and Kunigami. That's what I started thinking, but I don't know. This I don't like seeing Bachira sort of like sad, like that episode that focused on his backstory, and he's just been waiting to play the kind of soccer that he wants to play with, someone that can play his soccer, his kind of soccer, I guess, basically. And then Isagi shows up and he's like, yeah, I found that person. And then him and Isagi went their separate ways during this stage of the selection, and when he finds Rin, another monster that he's like, excited to play soccer with, and then he has his sort of like his favorite two monsters playing against each other. And then there's the point in the episode where they just like passed him, like he was invisible, and he was like, wait, I'm being left behind. And I don't like him feeling like that, but I feel like it's gonna be leading to him also evolving, like at the end there, he's like, okay, like why am I playing soccer? Is it just because I just want a friend, or like what? I feel like that's gonna lead him to, I guess, I think he said something himself what his ego was, something or other like that. So I feel like having Ren and Isagi sort of like leave him behind is gonna push him to a new evolution, I guess, of his own soccer, so that he sort of like puts himself back into the game when it comes to those two. So I'm excited for him for that. I just don't like seeing him, like down on himself. I like it when he's excited, when he sees Rain do his thing, when he sees Isagi do his thing, and then he's like, this is amazing, that smile on his face, like I really love it. So I want him to go after that, but I guess he has to go through this, doubting of himself and all of that before he can get to that. So yeah, I feel like he's gonna get through that next episode. So this episode, after last episode ended, and Ren is like, he also sort of like levels up when he's frustrated or whatever. That's what he told Bachira, right? And then this episode is sort of like, okay, his serious mode kicked in, which Isagi was calling the puppet style kind of soccer. Either way, he was basically manipulating everybody on the field to score. And each time Isagi is like, okay, I got this or something or other, and I'm like, do you? I don't think you do. And then Ren is there and he takes advantage, and I'm like, yeah, you're not getting this. And then there's a point in this episode where things seem to be going Ren's way, and you see Barou being like angry. And then the next play that was happening, it was going Ren's way again. And while they were playing, Barou was nowhere to be found. So I knew he was gonna have to play a pivotal role sort of in that particular, situation. And that's exactly what happened. There was the lion, and I'm like, yeah, there goes Barou. And then it's like, these people, Isagi, whatever, comes up with these sort of like imagery, like when they're trying to describe what's happening on the field. When it came to Barou in this particular instance, it was like an empty lion or something waiting to devour something. I'm like, yo, you and your, what's the word? Analogy? whatever. The type of analogy, whatever, that he's making between Barou's play and, the lion and being, hungry and whatnot. I'm like, yo. When those type of analogy just like, they started saying, when they start saying those kind of things, it's funny to me. But because Barrow is this unpredictable kind of person, and he plays his selfish kind of soccer, Rin has basically, the way Rin has been manipulating people is based on the assumption that you are willing to pass the ball. You are a team player, basically. That's how he's been able to manipulate everybody. But then you have Barrow, who's, he stole the ball from Isagi, which is not something that Rin, as I guess, thought would happen. He hasn't based his manipulations or whatever on that. So the fact that Barrow did that, then he's like, okay, what kind of soccer is this? Then you have Isagi's there that's like, okay, Rin now has this sort of like unpredictable person. That's Barrow. And then Isagi is there doing his mental calculations, inputting this new data or whatever into his mind brain. And then Rin is also there. It's like, okay, now I've inputted the data and I know what to do. And it's like they started playing again. Isagi it sort of felt like Isagi thought that he was gonna be able to use Barrow's style of soccer, excuse me, against Rin, but then Rin was able to, I think Barrow was like going toward the goal, about to score something, and then Rin intercepted. And I'm like, yeah, he's now also, he's he has now also taken Barrow into account when it comes to him and the soccer that they're playing on the field and all of that. But then at one point, Isagi says, okay, he is using Barrow in order to sort of like score, and then Rin is sort of like, he's playing his soccer now to sort of like mitigate the kind of damage that Barrow might make or something. So I guess from that point of view, Isagi is like, I don't want to say he's ahead because Rin is still, Rin. So I don't know. There was that villain comment in a previous episode when Barrow awoke, and then the footage was all lost. So my reaction to the footage was all like audio. During that, Barrow was like, I'm gonna become the villain and stuff like that. And then I believe in I think it was the next episode after that, him and Isagi were talking about it, and he's like, he's gonna become the villain or something or other. And I'm like, I don't get this villain thing. Okay, like I don't get why he's calling himself the villain. But then when I believe it was Isagi that mentioned this episode called him the villain or something, the king of the hills and all of that. In this particular case, it made sense to me now because he stole the ball from Isagi. So I'm like, oh, okay. He's being a villain because he stole something from Isagi, like good guys don't steal stuff, basically. So him stealing this ball from Isagi makes him a villain, I guess. So in this particular case, it made sense to me because I didn't get it when they were saying it during those episodes. I did not get it. There was a point as well where like everybody, not everybody, but Chigiri was like on the ground and he was sort of like, I felt like he was in pain or something, and I was worried about his leg. But then Isagi also was worried about. He's like, no, that's not it. It's just like he's getting tired. And then Isagi's like, okay, looking at the field, and he's like, yeah, everybody's getting tired, so I need to sort of like, you know, input input that data, I guess, into my mind. Because at first he was like, the person that can control Barou is gonna win the game, okay. And then this particular stage, he's like, okay, the person that's sort of like realizes, I guess, that everybody that puts the tiredness of everybody into their programming is gonna be the one that sort of like controls the game and wins the game or something or other like that. But then just as he said that, we started playing this pass thing with the gorilla man. No, gorilla man is Barou, but the other dude is Tokimitsu. He started playing this fast thing with Tokimitsu, and Tokimitsu is like not tired at all. He has sort of like this unlimited stamina and everything, so that basically sort of like shattered Isagi's, data, I guess, what he was thinking. That shattered it, because that guy is clearly not tired. So yeah, but then both Chigiri and Barou, they were able to stop him from getting to the goal, but then they got yellow cards for it. So yeah, and that gave them Rain and the others, Rain's team, a free shot, and the guy scored, like, because Isagi was like, okay, is he gonna pass or is he gonna shoot? Is he gonna pass or is he gonna shoot? Also, I'm just gonna have to wait and see what he does before I can react. And that was, I guess, the wrong thing, because when it comes to Rain, like, he just like, psh, which makes sense, because the first time you saw Rain do anything at all, the guy shot a ball this way, shot a ball this way, and then sort of cancel each other. So it's like he has amazing control, I guess, of the ball. So the fact that he's able to control the ball so perfectly and then, score, that makes complete sense. So yeah, this match is so exciting, because it's like you don't know what's gonna happen, like you don't know. And now with Bachira feeling sort of like dejected and asking himself what his ego was and all of that, he's gonna do something amazing this episode. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, the link is gonna be in the pinned comment, so just click on it and check it out, and I'll see you next time. Numbness like a ginger, I'm all Alexander Hamilton. When America sings for you, but they know what you overcame.